Stop scrolling. In 2026, a tiny probe, smaller than a suitcase, is going to do something NASA hasn't done in 40 years. It's going to drop straight into the acid clouds of Venus. Why? Because we think something is hiding there, not on the surface where it's hot enough to melt lead, but floating high in the clouds. This is the Rocket Lab Venus Life Finder mission, and the results could change everything we know about the universe. Are we alone? Let's find out. Venus is often called Earth's evil twin. It's the same size as our planet, but the surface is a nightmare. The pressure creates a crushing force, and temperatures hit 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing survives down there. But if you go up about 30 miles into the sky, the story changes completely. The temperature drops to a comfortable 80 degrees. The pressure equalizes. It is the most Earth-like environment in the solar system. There is just one problem. The clouds are made of concentrated sulfuric acid. For years, scientists thought this meant the planet was sterile, dead, until we saw something strange. Back in 2020 and again in 2024, astronomers detected a gas called phosphine in those clouds. On Earth, phosphine is rare. It's only produced by heavy industry or by microbes living in oxygen-free places. Since there are no factories on Venus, that leaves the microbes. The scientific community exploded. Was it a mistake? Was it weird volcanic activity? Or was it life? We can't answer this from Earth. Telescopes aren't enough. The only way to know the truth is to go there and smell the air ourselves. Enter Rocket Lab. Unlike massive government agencies that take decades to plan, this is a private, agile mission scheduled for the 2026 window. They are sending a probe specifically designed to hunt for organics. It is a suicide mission. The probe will enter the atmosphere at hypersonic speeds. It won't land. It only has about 5 minutes of science time as it falls through the clouds before the heat destroys it. 5 minutes. That's all we have. 5 minutes to capture data that answers a question thousands of years in the making. The probe isn't carrying a camera for selfies. It's carrying an autofluorescence nephelometer. It's a laser designed to distinguish between acid and life. It shines a UV laser into the cloud droplets. If the droplets are just sulfuric acid, they stay dark. But if there are complex organic molecules inside, the building blocks of life, they will glow. This is called fluorescence. If that laser hits a droplet and it lights up, we have our smoking gun. That evidence would suggest complex chemistry is happening right now. But wait, it gets deeper. Recent studies have also hinted at ammonia in the clouds. Why does this matter? Because ammonia is a base. It neutralizes acid. Some scientists propose that life on Venus might be creating its own bubble of safety, producing ammonia to make the acid droplets livable. It's an incredible survival strategy. If the 2026 probe detects carbon-based chemistry alongside these gases, we aren't just looking at random chemicals. We are looking at an ecosystem. So what happens if the results come back positive? What if the data confirms organic life? It won't be little green men. It will likely be microscopic, single-celled life. But the implications are massive. It would mean life isn't a miracle unique to Earth. It would mean the universe is teeming with potential. It shows us that creation is far more resilient and adaptable than we ever imagined. Life finds a way, even in the clouds of a hell planet. Of course, real science requires skepticism. If the probe lights up, many will say it's just unknown chemistry, not biology, and they might be right. Venus is a complex beast and we have a lot to learn, but that's the beauty of science. We don't guess, we test. Even if we don't find life, understanding the complex organic chemistry of Venus helps us understand how planets evolve. Every data point is a victory for knowledge. The year 2026 is right around the corner. Rocket Lab is ready on the pad. The target is locked. Whether we find alien microbes or just exotic chemistry, one thing is certain. The solar system is getting a lot more interesting. We are tomorrow's science, and we'll be tracking this mission every step of the way. What do you think? Is Venus alive, or is it just a toxic wasteland? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the update when that probe finally drops.